So last week I posted a video where I did the viral no foundation makeup routine with all drugstore products, and I wanted to test it out against really oily skin, and let's just say it did not work out in my favor. I was extremely oily by the end of it, so I decided to redo this video one more time, but this time with different products that are mostly drugstore to see if I switch out the products for those of us who have really oily skin, will this routine actually work? So grab a snack, besties, grab a drink, and let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay, so we're going to start off with the eyes. So last time I did this, I did just a little 4-pan hard candy palette. And while it was cute, I really just want to play with a different palette today because I love playing with different eyeshadow palettes. Plus this one was gifted me in PR and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be the brand new Lavender Fields palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics. Let me tell you guys what this is about. Our Lavender Fields palette is a breath of fresh air for your eyes, featuring a curated selection of botanical floral hues and grounding earth tones inspired by the serene beauty of a lavender field. Designed to be beginner-friendly, palettes are arranged in an organized format. Each column consists of 3 shadows that are easily combined to create a cohesive look. Plus, our magnetic palettes allow you to rearrange the shadows to customize the palette of your liking. So this palette actually does retail for $65. It is available right now for pre-order. You guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% off. They recently just gave me a code and I was like, wait, what? I thought that was so cool. I didn't even ask. They reached out and said, would you like one? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I also wanted to point out, looking on their website right now, that they have a few palettes on sale as well. So it looks like the Black Cherry, the Gingerbread, and the Down to Earth are all on sale for $28 a piece. I don't know if you guys can stack my code on top. It's worth a try, but they are currently on sale if you guys do want to get your hands on that. But I'm so excited to play with the Lavender Fields palette right now. Like I said, this is currently available for pre-order. And when I first got this, I even said to you guys how I loved that this was laid out. Like, it literally is so beginner friendly because you could just go right down the road to create a really easy, cohesive look. And it's absolutely beautiful. Plus, when I swatched this, I was actually quite impressed with how the shimmer swatched. They felt really, really soft. Very butter-like, and I was like, wait, this is different compared to some of their previous palettes, so I was actually really excited about that. So we're going to play with this palette today, and then I'm going to go into a full face, well, kind of a full face of drugstore makeup. I want to stick to the video that Shelby Ann did of the viral no foundation makeup routine as best as possible, but I obviously want to do it with a flair or like with a twist because she has amazingly beautiful dry skin. I have very oily skin. Okay, so her products didn't necessarily work on my really oily skin. If you guys have not seen that video, I will have it linked down below. As fun as it was to do, it was really quite obvious that those products were not necessarily meant for me and my skin type. So I'm going to go into the shade right here called Acres, this beautiful shade right here. It was just not meant for me and my skin type. So I decided to do this video again, but this time with products that I think would work for my skin type. I'm still going to use all drugstore makeup because I want to keep, besides this, and I think besides my lips, I want to keep this as close to her video as possible. But I just really, really, really wanted to do the video with a flare. I did this before. Last year, I followed her viral drugstore makeup routine for like a flawless base, and I absolutely loved doing that video. But I even said in that video that some products necessarily wouldn't work for me because, again, of my skin type and her skin type. So I recreated that video, but this time I recreated that video but with products I knew that would work for me, and I absolutely loved how it came out, and it was just so much fun to do. And I really love Shelby Ann. She's one of those content creators, even though she has like, I feel like close to 2 million followers or 2 to 3 million besties, that's what she calls them, on TikTok. She still takes the time of her day to respond to people's videos. Like, she responded to both my videos that I posted last week because I also made reels out of them, and she responded to them, and I was like, this is so cool. Like, I was kind of low-key like fangirling, so I was like, this is so cool. I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Blossom to have to blend that out. I was like, this is amazing. This is so sweet because, like, you know, she didn't have to do that. But, you know, then I think about it like me. Like, I make sure that I respond to almost every single comment that I can, because there's a car that's going by. I make sure I respond to every single comment that I can. I do realize that I post a lot of content, So it's hard for me to keep up. So usually I'll respond to all the comments up until about midnight or maybe the next morning. And then after that, once I post a new video, I focus on those comments unless something does stand out, unless something gets my attention. But that I try to make sure I get back to every single person that I can, because if you're taking the time out of your day to watch my content and respond to me, I'm gonna take the time out of my day to do the exact same thing and respond to you. Do you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go into this shade called Essence, and we're gonna take this and we're going to do the exact, I'm going to put that right next to that. I'm going right here. I don't really know exactly what type of look I'm going for. I just wanted to play with some of the deeper colors and then put a little bit of the lighter pastel shades right on top. Because when I was swatching these were really pigmented, and I was actually quite impressed with how pigmented they were. So I was really excited to play with some of the deeper shades and see what type of look we can create. I don't think I'm going to create a lavender field look on my eye, but I mean, I do want to create something pretty. At least I hope it's pretty. Right here called Pasture, and I'm gonna blend that right on top. I hope this looks okay because I can't really tell. I'm gonna take just a little bit of the shade right here called Acres one more time, very, very lightly. I'm just gonna put this just right here. I'm gonna go into the shade called Sweet Aroma. This is a beautiful, beautiful shifting shade. Like, let me see if I can show you. Do you see that shift? It's so pretty. You go sit down, baby. Oh, my poor Kaya. She has some sort of infection on her foot. They think that she got bit by something because of the way that it has completely swollen. And it's been draining, and we had to take her to the vet yesterday because we weren't really sure what was happening to her foot. So we had to take her to the vet. And they shaved her foot, and you can see where there's these puncture wounds, but it's in 3 different spots. That's where the doctor's kind of like, maybe she did get bit. They're not entirely sure because it's really hard to tell. I'm going to go into the shade called Graceful to put right next to that. But he had to drain somewhat of what he could from her foot yesterday. So she's on a really, really strong antibiotic and some pain medicine, but unfortunately she has to wear a cone. But I don't have a cone. I gave her like a big old pillow instead, so it's somewhat comfortable. And she's not very happy with wearing it because like we can't have her licking her feet because of the fact that we want her to stay away from her foot so that it can try to heal. I also now have to sit here twice a day, and I have to slowly push out whatever's in her foot. And I feel like such a piece of shit doing it because of the fact that like, you can tell she's in pain and she doesn't like it. She's on pain medicine, but like, I feel so bad. I can't be the reason why an animal suffers. I've been struggling. So hopefully we'll have, I'm going to the shade right here. Hopefully we'll have some answers for what's happening with her. She's on a 10-day antibiotic, and we have to go do a follow-up next week. Very beautiful shifty shade. I love that. And hopefully she will have whatever's in her foot completely cleared. I just feel bad because like she's been having this issue for 2 weeks, and we just thought that she just had like some sort of like she stepped on something that her foot was irritated, so we've been wrapping it, putting Neosporin on it, and then when I realized that it wasn't healing and it just kept turning into what looked like an abscess that kept bursting, I was like, we need to go to the vet. And so that's exactly what we did. So if you see her moving around a lot, it's just, if you hear her moving around a lot, it's just because she's uncomfortable. Like she woke me up last night at 1 o'clock in the morning because she jumped on the side of my bed. Oh, look at how pretty that is. That's so pretty. She jumped off the side of my bed to go to like lay in a different spot. Oh, do you guys see that? And unfortunately, she got stuck because where my bed is and like my fan is like, our room is at a weird diagonal angle, like our master bedroom is at a weird diagonal. And so she couldn't get to her bed. And so she started whining last night, shot me up out of bed because she never whines ever. So when she started to cry, like kind of making little whiny noises, I thought, oh my God, she has to poop, right? Because that's the noises that she used to make as a puppy. And no, she just wanted to go to her bed. So I had to get up and help her get to her bed so she could lay down. And I was like, oh my God. And Corey's like, is she okay? I was like, yeah, she just wants to lay down. So this is how it's looking right now. And I think it looks actually really pretty. It's so hard to tell on camera what it actually looks like, but I think it looks absolutely beautiful. This is one of the situations where I would love to wear false lashes because I feel like false lashes really accentuate the eye look. But at the same time, I actually kind of want to stick to the video as best as I can. So I think I'm just going to go in with mascara and let my natural lashes be, because they're also still kind of recovering from this wedding that I had this past weekend where I had a shit ton of lash glue on, and I just need to let them breathe. So I'm gonna go do the other eye. We're gonna come back to do the full face. Okay, so for the brows, I finally have the ColourPop brow gel right here. I actually really do like this. I've been using it since I got it because my order finally came in after trying to order these products to do the video. Is this the most like wowing brow gel product? No, but for a drugstore, it's actually pretty good. So for primer, last time I went in with the Hard Candy Glow Unlock Primer. This time we're gonna go into the Color Spell. This is gonna be a matte finish face primer. I only have 2 drugstore like mattifying products. It's this and the e.l.f. but I've been really enjoying this one lately. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the Color Spell matte finish primer. I actually really enjoy this primer. It goes on like really watery, which is very weird for me because like you wouldn't think that a mattifying primer like this would be super watery, but somehow it is, but yet it just like works. I can't describe it other than it just works. Okay, so now that's dried down, we're gonna go into the Physician formula. This is gonna be their Butter Balm right here. I really enjoy this particular product because it just goes on very lightweight. It's very soothing. It adds like a nice bronziness to the skin, and I just really have been enjoying this since I picked it up. And this, like I said, this one's just a little bit lighter compared to the other one because the other one is super, super dark in pigmentation. This one's just a little bit lighter. So it's not gonna be so like intense on the skin compared to what it was in the previous video that I did. So hopefully this will look a little bit better and not as intense. But I really, really find that this particular bronzer, it just melts into the skin. Next, I am gonna go into the Essence Silky Blur Concealer. I actually really do enjoy this concealer. I think she was really spot on when it came to this. It works really nicely. I'm gonna blend this out and down. So instead of going into the Hard Candy Blur Unlock Pink Setting Powder, I'm actually going to go into the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfaction Setting Powder. This is going to be the light pink one right here because I know that this works really perfectly for under my eyes. I absolutely love it. So we're going to go into that today. And then we're going to set my under eyes with this product because this is just such a beautiful, soft, blurring setting powder. Now for the rest of the face, I'm actually gonna go into the L'Oreal Blurfaction setting powder right here. This is great for those like me who do have large pores and imperfections on the face. It's not the best when it comes to setting the makeup, but like it's not the best when it comes to longevity, but it still looks really nice on the skin. I still find myself really enjoying this. I really do think this is a really nice product. So we're gonna go ahead and set my entire face with it. I'm gonna set my face with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. Then for blush, we are going to go into the Catrice Soft Glam Baked Blush. It's actually a really beautiful blush. I really do enjoy this one. It's just so soft, so light, and just so beautiful. For mascara, we're going to go into the L'Oreal. This is going to be the Full Body Lashational Mascara in the waterproof version. I actually find myself really enjoying this mascara. I've been using it since I got it because I really want to make sure I test it out. It does a really great job at lifting and lengthening my lashes without clumping together. And I will say it's a little bit of a pain to take off because it really does want to cling on to your lashes. But let me tell you, it's absolutely beautiful. Moving to the lips, I am going to finish off the eyes. I'm just going to go into the Lavender Feels one more time. And I'm going to take the shade right here called Therapeutic. I'm just going to lightly run this underneath my waterline. I feel like that'd be so pretty to put this just right under the waterline very, very softly. It is still really weird to like not see my pores covered. But I still think this look is actually turning out really pretty. I feel like it's definitely turning out better than it did the last time. So hopefully we can get this makeup look to last. But I still want to, like I said, I love Shelby Ann so much. She's so incredibly sweet. And this was just so fun to try out. Plus, you guys know I love a good drugstore haul. So any chance I get to have to try out new drugstore products, I'm definitely all for sure. Okay, so then for the inner corner highlight, let's go into the shade right here called Exquisite. Let's use this as the inner corner highlight, and then I'm going to use the shade right here called Serenity to do the brow bone. I'm going to take this like light blue and go right here. I'm going to take Serenity to go just very lightly right up here. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be so transparent with you guys. I'm going to be swatching all of the new YSL. That's right. I said YSL. Y'all, they sent me their entire, I'm not even freaking kidding. This is still just shock to me. Their entire brand new Kiss Shapener lip pencils right here. So I'm going to swatch every single shade. By the time you guys are watching this, you would have already seen the shorts tab, and you guys will see me swatching every single one of these. I also have it posted to TikTok and Instagram Reel as well if you guys want to see what each color is and whether or not these are what each color is. And so I'll be back and give you guys my quick little thoughts on these. But yeah, I just want to be fully transparent. I'm all about transparency and honesty here on my channel. So I'm not going to be like hiding these things anymore. I'm not going to just be like, oh, boo. No, I'm going to tell you guys, no, I'm leaving to go film another short. I'm leaving to go do a short, and then I'll be back. That's how things should be done. So Let me go ahead and swatch these and I will be back. For my lip combo, I'm actually taking the shade 102 Tan Lines from the YSL Kisser Lip Shaper, and I'm pairing it with the shade 18 Bubblegum from the YSL Candy Stick. I feel like this is such a beautiful combination. I literally am obsessed with it. Finish off the look, I'm going to the MCO Beauty. This is the Miracle Flawless Finishing Powder. This is my drugstore version of like the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder that they have. I'm just gonna softly set my face with this. And I'm going to go ahead and spray my face one more time from the L'Oreal 3-Second Finishing Mist. And there you have it. This is the final look with the no foundation makeup routine from Shelby Ann, only minus with a little twist because it added some products I think will work for really oily skin. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys out, and then we're going to do a wear test. This is the final look right here. I actually think it turns out really pretty. Like, I think it turned out really pretty. I feel like you really couldn't tell from a distance that I'm not wearing any foundation. Like, I feel like from like back here, you really can't tell. Up close, if you can kind of still see my pores and my texture, but that's honestly okay. I just really wanted to know whether or not this routine is going to work for someone like me who has really oily skin. I have no problem being the guinea pig for you guys, letting you guys know whether or not these routines actually work or these products actually work. That is my job here to do on YouTube, is to really test things for you guys. So I will say, I think the eye look turned out absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm obsessed with how this eye look turned out. Like, it's so pretty. You can see that green. Like, oh my God. Wait, let me show you guys in so you guys see the shift. Like, look at that shift right there. That is so beautiful. You can really see that green popping through. I think this is a really pretty palette from Simply Posh, and I feel like out of all the palettes I have, I think I only have like 3, I guess now 4 altogether. This has been my favorite palette from them, and this has been like their best formula so far from what I can tell, and I've really enjoyed working with this. Like I said, this one's available right now for pre-order. You guys can use my code 10%. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off. And like I said, the other palettes right now are currently on sale for like $26. You guys can't beat that. But I think this look turned out absolutely beautiful. I will say, beauties, I love how this turned out. I think it looks really pretty, and this is something I can see myself doing if I'm just wanting to go to the parks today and I still want to have like a makeup look, but without being too intense and without going in to like a 25 35 minute routine. Just doing something that could take me like 10 minutes and be on my way, but still look really put together. I could see myself doing this, but the question is it going to last? That's gonna be the biggest question. Is it going to last for 12 hours? I'm gonna go ahead and start the wear test, and I'll see you guys in 12 hours, let you guys know whether or not this no foundation makeup routine really works on oily skin. Hey, so I realized that I filmed my outro for my short but not my long form video, and I took a shower and I washed my hair and I washed my face. So please enjoy my thoughts on this no foundation makeup routine, but in a vertical style, because I am so smart and forgot to film an outro for this video. So I'm so sorry. So just enjoy it. Okay, so it's been over 12 hours and this is how the makeup is faring. As you guys can see, I did get oily in my T-zone, but not nearly as bad as I did before. The lips held on surprisingly enough, even though I had like roasted chicken and rice and veggies. It held on really nicely, but I have to say, overall, this was definitely so much fun to do. I absolutely love Shelby Ann so much. She's the queen of drugstore, and she's just so kind and so beautiful. So I really wanted to do her routine justice. Will I continue to do this? No, probably not, because I love having a full face of makeup on. I love putting on foundation, and plus my pores and everything, and plus my pores and textures shine through a lot whenever I'm doing this type of routine, and it's just weird not to have foundation on down here. So overall, this was definitely so much fun to do. I did find an easier hack for oily skin. You can still do this if you have oily skin by using products meant for oily skin, but I still got oily towards the end. But you know what? This was so much fun. Definitely well worth it. So with that said, besties, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribe, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, besties, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.